a coastal province in the Red River Delta, located in the direct impact of the economic growth triangle Hanoi, Haiphong, Quảng Taiping is a sacred land with extraordinary people that has preserved many famous historical and cultural relics, such as tombs of Zheng Dynasty kings, Kiao Pagoda, Memorial House of Lake Vidun Scholar, a homeland of Chiao, traditional opera, and water puppetry. These are unique resources and strengths of Taiping tourism. These resources are distributed in locations quite favorable for exploitation for tourism development, convenient for organizing different types of tourist tours. In particular, Taiping has a strategic position in national defense and security, has advantages in natural, social, and economic conditions to attract investors. One of the outstanding achievements in the economic field of Taiping province in recent years is that the economy has continuously grown at the double-digit level. In 2018, the production value increased by 12.25%, GDP increased by 10.53%, exceeding the target set by the 19th Provincial Party Congress at 8.6% per year. Agriculture, forestry, and fishery increased 3.97%. Industry and construction increased by 20.07%. Industry alone increased by 21.98%. Trade and service increased by 6.68%. With this result, Taiping continues to be one of the provinces with the highest growth rates in the Red River Delta. The scale of the economy increased rapidly, nearly 70,000 billion Vietnam dong in 2018, 1.6 times higher than the last term. Per capita, GDP reached over 38 million Vietnam dong, 1.58 times higher than the last term. Budget revenue in the province reached nearly 8,500 billion Vietnam dong, exceeding 15.7% of the assigned estimate, in which domestic revenue is 7,107 billion Vietnam dong, 11% higher than the estimate, 1.65 times higher than the last year. Economic structure is shifting in the right direction. In the first 6 months of 2019, the value of agricultural, forestry, and fishery production reached over 13,700 billion Vietnam dong, down 2.38%. The value of industrial production and construction reached more than 45 trillion Vietnam dong, an increase of 22.4%. The production value of the service sector reached nearly 13,700 billion Vietnam dong, up 7.2%. In 2018, Taiping was honored to receive General Secretary State President Nguyễn Phú Trọng to visit and work in Taiping. Facing the strong potentials of the province, especially the successes in new rural construction, the General Secretary State President hoped that Taiping would rise to be the leading province in all aspects, as Uncle Ho had ever wanted. Having the new face of the countryside as commented by General Secretary and State President Nguyễn Phú Trọng, Taiping Province has issued many mechanisms and policies to support localities to build new rural areas. In 2018, the province continued to support 6 billion Vietnam dong per one commune, 20 to 25 billion Vietnam dong per district, and support key and specific products at districts and city in the period of 2018-2019. Issued Resolution Number 3 of the Provincial Party Executive Committee on continuing to promote new rural construction in association with restructuring agriculture in the period of 2018-2020, with a vision to 2030, in which striving to complete the construction of new rural areas at commune level in 2019 and at district level before 2020. As a result, up to now, Taiping has 263 out of 263 communes, reaching 19 criteria for new rural areas. One district was recognized as new rural district. 100% of people in rural areas have access to clean water for daily, exceeding the target set by the 19th Provincial Party Congress. Agriculture, forestry and fishery production has reached the highest level in many years and is being restructured in accordance with 5 strategic breakthroughs with a strong emphasis on shifting to commodity production in association with land accumulation, organic agricultural development and value chain production. The whole province has accumulated over 15,312 hectares, building 185 model fields, of which the area under contract for product consumption reached over 9,000 hectares. Aquaculture sectors developed stably in the direction of family farms, large-scale concentrated farms. Production is associated with processing and consumption of products and environmental sanitation. Industrial production has maintained a good growth momentum and continues to be an important driving force to boost the province's economic growth. Many of the major industrial products have increased significantly. Some large-scale industrial production projects, such as Thermal Power Plant 1, Ammon Nitrate Factory, low-pressure gas projects, have been operating stably. Production and business in industrial zones continue to contribute to nearly 50% of industrial production value in the province. By June 2019, 146 out of 189 projects were put into operation. Taiping has 7 existing industrial zones and more than 50 industrial clusters, along with the advantages of natural gas resources in the continental shelf, being exploited by Vietnam Oil and Gas Group to serve industrial production of construction materials in high-class glass. There is a 1,800 megawatt power center to ensure the demand for electricity used for the whole province and localities in the region. Together with strong and adequate investment policies and mechanisms, Taiping is focusing on promoting administrative reform, improving the business investment environment to build dialogue policy with businesses, cooperatives and farmers to attract investors with strong finance, stable market and modern technology to increase the product value of Taiping brands to international markets. Attracting investment and development of enterprises continued to increase strongly in both the number of projects, the number of newly established enterprises, and investment registration capital. Up to now, Taiping has over 7,750 enterprises, branches, and representative offices with a registered capital of over 67,700 billion Vietnam dong. In particular, it has attracted a number of big economic groups, together with many domestic and foreign investors, to research and implement investment projects to promote economic sectors of the province, such as Taiping Thermal Power Plant 1, a monochrome plant, low-pressure gas project. Some Vietnamese big corporations such as TH Group, Trường Hải, Lộc Trời, FLC, Sun Group, Binh Group, Teco, Hòa Phát, Galaximco, and investors from Korea, Japan, Australia have registered to research and have planned to implement investment projects in the province. TH Group has invested in an agricultural production project which specializes from cultivation, extraction, processing, packaging to distribution. Besides, Trường Hải, Lộc Trời Group have invested in the project with a closed production chain to provide agricultural machines and materials with mechanized applications to agriculture, from land preparation to harvesting activities. The group also invested in an industrial zone serving agriculture in the northern delta in Taiping province to produce and process rice and food to contribute to the local economic development to meet the goals and development orientation of the country on industrialization of rural agriculture. Along with promoting the development of industrial agriculture, the fields of trade and services are also focused on developing in the direction of modern civilization, promoting trade, creating conditions for economic sectors to expand their markets, basically meeting the needs of production and people's life. to bring into full play the potential advantages of the coastal region with abundant natural gas and electric energy, along with favorable geographic location to connect convenient waterway traffic with cities and provinces in the key economic region of the north. The coastal highway, once completed, will significantly shorten the distance in Thiam to move from the coastal areas of Thái Bình province to the Đình Vũ Lạch Huyện deep water seaport and Cát Bi International Airport in Hải Phòng City, Vân Đồn Airport and Móng Cái Border Gate of Quảng Ninh and other provinces, convenient for the exchange of goods and at the same time expanding the land reserved for production and general multi-sector and multi-sectoral economic development. Thái Bình Economic Zone, with an area of nearly 31,000 hectares, is a multi-sectoral economic zone that spans the entire coastal strip of the province, including 30 communes and one township, belonging to two districts of Tiền Hải, Thái Thụy, and coastal adjacent areas. At present, Thái Bình province is focusing on building general planning, detailed planning and mechanisms and policies to encourage investment to the economic zone with the highest incentives under current regulations and submit to competent authorities for approval to attract investment in industrial development, tourism services, and seaward urban, closely combining attraction of economic development with national defense and security to preserve and promote the value of ecosystems, training and improving the quality of human resources for better income. Visiting and working in Thái Bình in early 2019, Prime Minister Nguyễn Xuân Phúc said that Thái Bình has attracted not only large domestic corporations, but also foreign corporations to invest in the locality, strongly shifting the economic structure with many new production models. The groundbreaking for construction of a coastal highway through Thái Bình province and the construction of an industrial zone for agriculture are good signals to prepare for the future. Administrative reform and application of information technology in management is one of the breakthroughs in the period of 2016-2020 towards the goal of building e-government, building a democratic, clean, and strong administration. Synchronously implementing administrative reform to ensure transparency, reducing the time and administrative cost of businesses and people. So far, Thái Bình has established a public administration center from provincial to district level, and 100% of administrative procedures are resolved here. Thái Bình determined that administrative reform is one of the most important factors to attract investors. Education and training continues to be paid attention by all levels and authorities. Thái Bình is known as the locality with the highest quality of education and training. We have prestigious training institutions such as Thái Bình University, Thái Bình University of Medicine and Pharmacy, and intermediate colleges, reputable training facilities to supply high-quality human resources, not only for the province, but also for other localities throughout the country. With the determination to build a strong health sector, the health network from the provincial to the grassroots levels has been constantly paid attention, from improving the quality of medical team to investment in modern equipment, contributing to improving the quality of medical examination and treatment for people. Poverty alleviation to improve people's lives is focused. Social security is ensured. The material and spiritual life of the people continues to be improved. The leadership capacity of the party, the Fatherland Front, and mass organizations are raised. Political security and social safety are ensured. In 2019, with key projects opening up many opportunities for Thái Bình in the coming years, Thái Bình will focus on restructuring the economy and sectors to maintain the growth momentum of the economy, ensuring growth quality, sustainable efficiency, and innovations to accelerate the labor productivity, ensuring economic growth target of 10% or more compared to 2018. Particularly, Taiping will continue to promote administrative reform, business investment, environment to expand cooperation, especially with the localities in the northern key economic region like Hanoi, Haiphong, and Guangning to enhance the attraction of investment in industrial zones and the economic zone. The province will also focus on building coastal areas to become key economic areas of the province to exploit the potentials of coastal land fund, marine sources, and energy resources such as gas, electricity, and coal, to promote the advantages of coastal highway with convenient connection with Haiphong International Airport and seaports, prioritizing to attract large-scale, high-tech, energy-saving, environmentally friendly projects so that Taiping will not only become an exemplary province in all aspects, but also step by step integrate into the development trend of the region and the world.